Do you want to know how to go from this to this in Procreate? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you everything I learned from Procreate thus far. If you don't know what Procreate is, it's a drawing app you can get on iPad for only $12.99, and believe it or not, it is a one-time purchase. If I must say, this is one of the top 5 drawing apps you could use just for everyday sketching or very detailed project. The choice is yours. Now, first up, the most important step is to go ahead and create a canvas. If you're not sure what kind of canvas you want to use, I recommend you start off with the 3000 by 3000 with a 300 DPI. Fun fact, just so you know, DPI in digital art means dots per inch. Also, or just use one of the following canvases they already have preset for you. The maximum limit size of your canvas is dependent on the amount of RAM your iPad holds. For example, say your iPad has 8 GB of RAM. It can support a 4000 by 4000 canvas with a 300 DPI. This will allow for a decent amount of layers to use and decent resolution for your drawing. If you reduce your canvas size, it'll give you more layers. You can also lower your DPI, but it can also lower the resolution. It can get a little confusing, but that's for a different video. 3000 by 3000 and 300 DPI, and you're in there.
Talk about in it! I'm talking about in it!
Now, as for layers and brushes, those all come down to you personally. I say play around with whichever brush you like the most and go from there. If you feel like your brush strokes are a bit trash, because I was the same way, I know you're paying all too well, you can adjust the brush stabilizers, which is right here. When I tell you this is a game changer for me, I literally feel like I just learned some secret magic ability I could just spam over and over, and it is so helpful. Another tip I should mention when it comes to layers is to make sure you create separate layers for different categories of your drawings. And make sure to lock them. I cannot repeat myself enough. Make sure to lock them. I can't count on how many times I sketched something and then proceeded to hit it with, a little razzle dazzle of line art, and I needed to erase something. Coming to find out, it's all in the same layer. This is every artist's worst nightmare. So yeah, the same way you lock the doors at night or lock your phone to make sure nobody gets in, do the same for your layers, please, unless you want to end up like this. Now on to the rest of the video. I want to say, just start drawing. Maybe you start off with drawing things you like. It could be animals, faces, monsters, anime girls. Just make sure with whatever you're drawing, you have some sort of attachment to your piece, or these things will happen. A, you'll never even start the drawing, thus leading to procrastination and potentially endless hours of scrolling on Pinterest for things you might want to draw in the future, but never eventually do. B, let's say you do start drawing, okay? Something that you don't like, you may never finish it. I too had this problem a lot, and that's not good because it can carry itself into other aspects of your life. So yeah, you don't want to do that either. And C, you may not put your best foot forward, knowing you could have did a better job, but knowing you didn't just because you didn't care much for what you're working on, it's not going to do much for you in the long run. So also, you don't do that either. If you made it this far into the video, I thank you, and I appreciate you even more if you could drop a like and subscribe for more content. And feel free to follow me on all my socials at CleveLon, where I can bring more solutions from my own experience to help you guys out, And yes, I'm doing free commissions. Yes, you heard that correctly. Free commissions. Make sure to be on the lookout for my videos to see how you can enter. Now, for the most important tip for when it comes to drawing and Procreate is to try out different art styles and have fun doing so. When you're having fun, doing it becomes less of a chore and more of a lifestyle. Trying out different art styles will promote growth and also challenge you when working in Procreate, which is what you want. You need that challenge every so often. So yeah, that concludes this video on how to draw and Procreate. I hope this video helped you. I do upload every Monday, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, see you in the next one.